शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। कठोपनिषद अध्याय 2 वल्ली 1 मंत्र 9। अरण्योर्निहितो जातवेदाः गर्भ इव सुभृतो गर्भिणीभिः दिवे दिव ईड्यो जागृवद्भिः हविष्मद्भिर्मनुष्येभिरग्निः एतद्वैतत्। We have seen the mantra. Now we will go through the bhashya of this mantra. किंच यह अधियज्ञः उत्तराधरारण्योः निहितः स्थितः जातवेदाः अग्निः पुनः सर्वहविषां भोक्ता अध्यात्मञ्च योगिभिः गर्भ इव गर्भिणीभिः अंतर्वत्नीभिः अगर्हितान्नपान भोजनादिना यथा गर्भः सुभृतः सुष्ठु सम्यक् भृतः लोकः लोके इति इत्थम् एवं इत्थम् एव ऋत्विग्भिः योगिभिश्च सुभृतः इत्येतत्। किंच दिवे दिवे अहनि अहनि ईड्यः स्तुत्यः वन्द्यश्च कर्मिभिः योगिभिश्च अध्वरे हृदये च जागृवद्भिः जागरणशीलवद्भिः अप्रमत्तैरित्येतत् हविष्मद्भिः आज्यादिमद्भिः ध्यानभावनावद्भिश्च मनुष्येभिः मनुष्यैः अग्निः एतद्वै तत् तदेव प्रकृतं ब्रह्म किंच moreover the Shruti is elaborating on sarvatmatva of Brahman. In the previous two mantras, the Shruti said that Hiranyagarbha is nothing other than Brahman. Hiranyagarbha is Brahman. This was told. In this mantra, the Shruti equates the fire, Agnihi, which is worshipped by a Vaidika. The fire worshipped by a Vaidika and also meditated by an Upasaka. In chapter 1, we saw Nachiketagni, the fire called Nachiketa. And Nachiketagni involved a ritual, a physical ritual where the fire was kindled. And then there was meditation on the fire also. It involved both karma and upasana. The same Agni, which was looked upon as Virat, Agni was looked upon as Virat in Nachiketagni Vidya. And then there was a ritual as well as upasana based on the Agni. Keeping Nachiketagni in mind, Bhashyakara interprets this verse also. The mantra directly talks about Adhiyajna Agni, Aranyornihitaha, the fire kindled by means of churning, by means of rotating the arani. It is Adhiyajna Agni. But Bhashyakara includes Adhyatma Agni also. Adhiyajna Agni is the physical fire in the altar into which the Vaidika offers oblations, and the Adhyatma Agni is the Agni which is present, which is visualized in the heart as Virat, as a symbol of Virat for meditation by the Upasakas, by the yogis. Bhashyakara refers to the Upasaka as yogi. So both kinds of fire, are equated to Brahman. The fire worshipped by a Vaidika, a Karmi, as well as the fire meditated on by the Upasaka, both are essentially Brahman. Kincha, moreover, yaha adhiyajnaha, the adhiyajna, and the adhiyajna fire is originally present in the Arani because it is produced from the Arani. Therefore, Aranyor nihitaha, Uttaradhararanyoha nihitaha. Arani, there are two Aranis, Uttararani and Adhararani. The upper as well as lower Aranis. Friction between the two produces the fire. Therefore, the Shruti says, Uttaradhararanyoho nihitaha. Nihitaha means sthitaha. It is present in the Aranis originally, before they were kindled. Jatavedaha, Jatavedas Shabda, Sakaranta, meaning Agnihi, fire. Punaha Sarva Havisham Bhokta, Punaha, then originally it is in the Arani, but when it is kindled, it manifests in the physical form. Then it is Sarva Havisham Bhokta. It consumes all offerings, consumes all oblations. Bhokta, the consumer, receiver of all fires, all oblations, enjoyer of all oblations. So it is Adhiyajna, the Adhiyajna Agni. And then Adhyatmam cha, Bhashyakara includes Adhyatmam also. And Adhyatma Agni is worshipped by Yogi Bhihi. It is meditated on by the yogis. Adhiyajna Agni is worshipped by the karmis. And Adhyatma Agni is meditated on by the yogis. Garbha iva garbhini bhihi subhrataha. So it is subhrataha. Yogi bhihi subhrataha. It is well protected, well nourished. Subhrataha, well taken care of, properly sustained. How Garbhini bhihi garbha iva, just like Garbhini. Garbhini is equal to Antarvatni bhihi. Antarvatni is another word for Garbhini, a pregnant woman. Just like the pregnant women take care of their womb, Garbhaha iva subhrataha, the fire is well protected by karmis as well as yogis. And how the Garbhinis protect their womb? अगर्हितान्नपान भोजनादिना यथा गर्भः सुभृतः. The Garbhinis take care of their embryo, their fetus, by means of eating healthy food, etc. Agarhita annapana bhojanadina. Bhojanam, eating, consuming, anna and pana, food and drink, that are agarhita, healthy. Garhita means prohibited, unhealthy. Agarhita means not prohibited, means healthy food and healthy drink. It is one of the few practices, disciplines that a Garbhini has to stick to if she has to protect the embryo, the fetus. She has to eat healthy food, and she has to protect the child in various ways, not getting involved in various physical activities, etc. Yatha garbha subhrataha. Subhrataha is equal to sushtu bhrataha. Sushtu samyak bhrataha. Well protected, properly taken care of. Loke, in the world. The example is from the world. In the world, we see that the Garbhinis, the pregnant women, they take care of their womb. Iti, itham eva, in the same manner, just like the Garbhinis take care of the Garbha, Ritvigbihi yogibhischa Agnihi subhrataha ityetat. By Ritviks, Ritviks means the Karmis who perform the Vedic ritual. They take care of the Adhiyajna fire, and yogis take care of the Adhyatma fire. Subhrataha, it is properly taken care of, properly sustained. Ityetat. Kincha, moreover, dive dive idyaha. Dive dive is equal to ahani ahani. Every day. Ahan Shabda we have seen. Rosupi. Ahani ahani. Saptami Vibhakti. Every day. The doubling means every. Vipsa. Idyaha. Idyaha means stutyaha. It is glorified. And Bhashyakara adds Vandyascha. It is also saluted every day, worshipped every day. By Karmibhihi Yogibhischa, both by Karmis as well as by Yogis. Adhvare Hridayecha, and the locus of these two fires. Adhvare, in Adhvara, in Yajna, the Karmis worship the fire in Yajna, And the yogis worship the fire in Hridaya. Jagravadbhihi. Jagravadbhihi means Jagaranashilavadbhihi. Those who are vigilant, being vigilant, being awake, Jagaranashilavadbhihi. They have made it their habit to be vigilant about the fire. The fire should not get extinguished. They should not forget to give ahuti. They should not forget to go and see the fire time and again whether it is burning properly or not. They have to be watchful always. Therefore, Bhashyakara says, Apramattaihi ityetat. Apramatta. Jagravadbhihi is equal to Jagaranashilavadbhihi is equal to Apramattaihi. They don't do pramada. They are never careless. If they are a little careless about the fire may get extinguished. One day they forget to see the fire. For a while, the fire is gone. And if the fire gets extinguished, then it is a big procedure to kindle it once again. They will have to do several prayashchittas. Havishmadbhihi. And how do they nourish the fire? Havishmadbhihi. Those who have havish, they have oblation. They have the material that is offered to the fire. And Bhashyakara interprets Havishmadbhihi. Ajyadimadbhihi. Havis includes Ajya, etc. Ajya means Ghritam, ghee, Adi, and other things like log of wood, etc., firewood, etc. Ajyadimadbhihi. As far as Karmi is concerned, it is Ajya, etc., which keeps the fire going. Ghee, firewood, etc. But what about a yogi, upasaka? How can an upasaka keep the fire in place? By meditating regularly. Dhyana bhavana vadbhishcha. By having dhyana bhavana, regularly practicing meditation. That is why when you do upasanam, you have to keep practicing the upasanam regularly. Even a mantra, one has to keep repeating it regularly every day. If the mantra is not chanted for a few days, then the mantra loses its energy. It loses its potential. One has to keep the powder dry. It is like keeping the powder dry. This gunpowder. It has to be kept dry always. because any time one may need it. The soldiers, they have to keep the powder dry. When the war breaks out, if the powder is not dry, then they cannot shoot. Likewise, one has to keep the mantra alive. And to keep the mantra alive, it has to be chanted every day. The upasanam should be performed regularly. If the upasanam is performed regularly, it remains available when it is needed. When you are in difficulty, if you pray, it works. When one keeps repeating the mantra regularly. Therefore, dhyana bhavanavadbhishcha, the yogis keep the fire alive by performing meditation every day, regularly. Manushyebihi means manushyahi. Manushyebihi is chandasa. Manushyahi. Manushyebihi should be manushyahi, the laukika form. Agnihi, the Agni is maintained by them. Etadvaitat, and the Agni also is etad tad brahma eva. Even the Agni is nothing but Brahman. Prakritam Brahma, the Brahman which is under discussion. So, this mantra can be looked upon as equating Virat to Brahman. Because in Nachiketa Agni Vidya, the Agni referred to Virat. Therefore, this is equation of Virat with the Brahman. Next mantra. Yataschodeti suryaha astam yatra cha gacchati tam devas sarve arpitaha tadunatyeti kaschana etadvaitat. So now the Shruti is equating all the Devatas, integrating all the Devatas into Hiranyagarbha, and thereby integrating all the Devatas into Brahman. All Devatas are Brahman. That is why in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Yepyanya devata bhaktaha yajante shraddhayanvitaha tepi mameva kaunteya yajantya vidhi purvakam. Anya devata bhaktaha, those who worship other devatas. Other devatas means in their understanding they think they are worshipping a particular devata who excludes all other devatas. A limited deity which has a limited power. It is called Anya Devata. not Paramatma. It may be Indra, it may be Yama, it may be Varuna, various devatas. If a person worships Anya Devata, thinking that it is different from Paramatma, then Krishna says, even that person is worshipping Paramatma alone. Tepi mameva kaunteya yajanti. Anybody worshipping any devata is essentially worshipping Paramatma. But the problem is, avidhi purvakam, they are not aware of it. They are not aware of the fact that they are worshipping Paramatma alone. They think they worship only a particular devata. That is why the Shruti is saying all devatas are essentially Hiranyagarbha. They are nothing but aspects of Hiranyagarbha. No devata exists independent of Hiranyagarbha. And Hiranyagarbha is Brahman. Therefore, all devatas are essentially Brahman. See the verse. Yataschodeti suryaha. Yataha cha suryaha udeti. Yataha, from which. And Bhashyakara says we should understand it as prana. Yasmat pranat. We have the individual prana, Vyashti prana, which is called Mukhya prana. All the Indriyas are also called prana. Among them, there is one Mukhya prana. The Mukhya prana is responsible for all the physiological functions of the body. It is responsible for keeping the body alive. It is called Mukhya Prana. And all the Indriyas are functioning because of the Mukhya Prana. If the Mukhya Prana is not there, no Indriya can function. Even mind cannot function without it. During deep sleep, when we go to sleep, all our Indriyas merge with the Mukhya Prana. All the Indriyas merge with the Mukhya Prana during deep sleep. That is why during deep sleep, only the prana is awake. The Mukhya Prana is awake. Breathing is happening. All other physiological functions like heartbeat and blood circulation are happening. But all other Indriyas, all the Indriyas, all other components of Sukshma Sharira, including mind, they are resolved into the prana. That is what happens during deep sleep. Therefore, from the Adhyatma point of view, the Indriyas resolve into the prana, and during waking they return from the prana. The individual prana. The individual prana is an aspect of the samashti prana. It is a part of the samashti prana. Therefore, what happens in the vyashti happens at the samashti level also. During pralaya, all other devatas, they will merge into Hiranyagarbha. Surya Devata, Agni Devata, all of them will merge into Hiranyagarbha. They resolve into Hiranyagarbha. So now one more fact has to be remembered here. The Surya, Agni, etc., they have an Adhidaivata aspect. Adhidaivata means as Devatas, they have a form. Surya Devata, etc. They govern certain natural principles in the world. Like Surya Devata is governing the solar disk, the sun. Agni Devata is governing the Agni, the fire, Agni Tattva. Vayu Devata is governing the wind. So there are many Devatas that govern the natural principles in the universe. The same Devatas have an Adhyatma aspect also. The same Devatas are present in our body. For example, the Surya Devata is present in our eyes. The Chakshurindriya is an aspect of Surya Devata. The Shruti says, Adityaha Chakshurbhutva Akshini Pravishat. The sun, the Surya Devata entered our eyes, our eyeballs, in the form of Chakshurindriya. Therefore, all our Indriyas, they are the Adhyatma aspects. Adhyatma means they are present in the body. Therefore, they are called Adhyatma. The Adhyatma aspects of various Devatas. So every Devata has its presence in the body in the form of various Indriyas. Therefore, during Sushupti, various Devatas in the body, which are nothing but various Indriyas, they merge with the prana. This happens at the Vyashti level. Likewise, during Pralaya, the Adhidaivata aspect of the Devatas, governing the various natural principles, the complete Devata, they merge in the Samashti Prana, which is nothing but Hiranyagarbha. So here, the Shruti talks about Surya, Surya Devata. When the Shruti talks about Surya Devata, we have to understand that there is a Vyashti also. Vyashti aspect of the Surya, which is nothing but Chakshurindriya. Vyashti means Adhyatma. Adhyatma aspect of the Surya is Chakshurindriya. And then there is the Adhidaivata aspect of Surya, which is governing the solar disk. The Shruti is talking about both. And Shankaracharya says every day it happens. Every day the Surya sets into the prana, and every day the Surya rises from the prana. Then we have to understand at the Adhyatma level, because our Chakshurindriya, the Surya at the Adhyatma level, merges with the prana every day. Ahani ahani. See the mantra. Yataschodeti suryaha. Yataha suryaha udeti. From which the Surya arises. If it is Adhidaivata, then we have to take during Srishti. Surya Bhagavan comes from the Hiranyagarbha. And if it is Adhyatma, then we have to take the Chakshurindriya. Astam yatra cha gacchati, and where the sun sets, the same prana. Tam devas sarve arpitaha. Tam pranam, that prana, Hiranyagarbha. Sarve devaha arpitaha. All devatas are fixed into the prana. Means they are dependent on the prana. Tadunatyeti kaschana. So then now we have to understand that tat pranam, saha pranaha. Saha pranaha brahma eva. That prana is Brahman. The prana into which all devatas are fixed. The prana which supports all the devatas. Pranaha, sarve devataha arpitaha should be understood as the spokes of the wheel of chariot. Rathanabhau araha arpitaha. The spokes of the wheel are fixed into the hub of the wheel. The hub supports the forks, the spokes. The spokes cannot exist without the hub, without the support of the hub. Similarly, devatas cannot exist without Hiranyagarbha. Devatas are supported and sustained by Hiranyagarbha. And that Hiranyagarbha is Brahman. Saha pranaha Hiranyagarbha Brahma eva. And then the Shruti says, Tadunatyeti kaschana. So, saha pranaha tat etat Brahma eva. Etadvai tat should be connected there. Tam deva sarve arpitaha. Tat saha pranaha. Tat etad Brahma vai. And then tadunatyeti kaschana. Kaschana tat Brahma na atyeti. Nothing transcends the Brahman. Na atyeti. Nothing transcends Brahman. Nothing transgresses Brahman. Means no object in the universe can exist independent of Brahman. There is an object without Brahman, without depending on Brahman, it is not possible. If there is any object in the world, if there is any person in the world, if there is any jiva in the world, it is all dependent on Brahman. Because Brahman is the support, Brahman is the substance, the Sat, the very existence of everything. Therefore, nothing can transcend Brahman, nothing can transgress Brahman, nothing can exclude Brahman from itself. Tadunatyeti kaschana kincha. Moreover, so further elaboration of sarvatmatva of Brahman. Yatascha yasmat pranat udeti uttisthati suryaha astam nimlocanam yatra yasminneva cha prani ahanyahani gacchati tam pranam atmanam devaha ajñādayaha adhidaivam vāgādayascha adhyātmam sarve vishve ara ivarathanabhau arpitaha sampraveshitaha sthitikale sopi brahmaiva tadetat sarvatmakam brahma tadu na atyeti na atitya tadatmakatam tadanyatvam gacchati kaschana kaschidapi etadvaitat yatascha. Yataha means yasmat pranat, from which prana. Udeti means uttisthati, arises. Suryaha, Suryaha, the Surya Devata. We should not take the solar disk here. Surya Devata. In both adhidaiva as well as adhyatma aspects. Astam is equal to nimlochanam, disappearance. Yatra yasminneva cha prane gacchati, yatra astam gacchati, where it disappears into, where it merges into, sets into. Ahani, every day. If it is adhyatma, it is every day. Because the chakshurindriya merges into prana every night. Tam pranam atmanam, that prana atma, Hiranyagarbha. Devaha. Who are the Devaha? Ajnadayaha Adhidaivam. If you take the Deva as Adhidaiva, it will be Ajnadayaha, Agni, etc. And they are Adhyatmam. Every Devata has the Adhyatmam component. It is Vagadayaha. Agnir Vagbhutva Mukham Pravishat. Agnir Me Vachishitaha. Agni is present in the Vak. That is what you chant every day in the morning. Adhidaivam Vagadayaha. Adhidaivam Ajnadayaha and Adhyatmam Vagadayaha. Adhyatma aspect of the Devatas are Vak, etc. Vagindriya, etc. Each Indriya is made of a particular Devata. Sarve, all of them. Sarve is equal to Vishwe, all. Ara iva rathana bhau. Just like the spokes, araha, the spokes of a wheel, how they are fixed into the hub, rathanabhi, the hub of a wheel. Arpitaha is equal to sampraveshitaha. They are fixed into, they are supported in. Sthiti kale, during the time of sthiti, during the time of sustenance. Sthiti means after Srishti and before Pralaya. All the Devatas are dependent on the Hiranyagarbha. Sopi Brahmaiva. Even the Hiranyagarbha is Brahma eva. Tadetat sarvatmakam Brahma. See, now he is connecting etad vaitat. Tadetat Brahma. Sarvatmakam. The Brahman is Sarvatmakam. This is the purport of all these shlokas, starting from 6, 7, 8, 9. Tadetad Brahma Sarvatmakam. The Brahman is Sarvatmakam, the Atma of everyone. Sarvasya Atma Sarvatma. Sarvatma eva Sarvatmakam. Swarte ka pratyayaha. Tadu natyeti na atitya tadatmakatam tadanyatvam gacchati kaschana kaschidapi. Kaschana tadu na atyeti. Tadu. U means definitely, verily. Kaschana is equal to kaschidapi, anybody or anything. Tadu na atyeti. They cannot transgress Brahman. They cannot exclude Brahman. Bhashyakara explains na atyeti. Atitya, Brahma atitya, transgressing Brahman, going away from Brahman. Tadatmakatam atitya, leaving Brahman as its essence. It says, I will not have Brahman as my essence. No, I want to disown Brahman and I will sit somewhere else. It is not possible. Tadatmakatam atitya. So here tadatmakata means tat atma yasya saha tadatmakam. Bahuvrihi Samasa. But previously Sarvatmakam, we cannot take Bahuvrihi Samasa. Sarvasya Atma Sarvatma. Sarvatma eva Sarvatmakaha. Sarvatmakam. Swarthe ka pratyaya. But here it will be Bahuvrihi. Tat Atma, Tat Brahma Atma Yasya Saha Tadatma. Tadatmakaha. Bahuvrihi Samasa and Samasanta Kap Pratyaya. Brahmatmakatam Atitya. Leaving Brahman as its essence. Tadanyatvam. Becoming something other than Brahman. Becoming a non-Brahman. I will exist, but I will not remain in Brahman. I will become a non-Brahman. It is not possible. Whether you know it or not, you are Brahman. Whether you like it or not, you are Brahman. Tadanyatvam kaschana kaschidapi nagacchati. Nothing can become anything other than Brahman. No one can become anything other than Brahman. You are Brahman. Helplessly, choicelessly, you are Brahman. Therefore, better to understand Aham Brahmasmi. That is the only choice we have. Etadvaitat. So, etadvaitat is already connected. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.